Yeah, if y'all only knew. If you only knew. Wait, first of all, we have to shout out. This is Black History Month. So we are in, this is the Doing the Doctorate Podcast. I am Dr. Kesslin with the PhD Consultants. I have to remind you, like, share, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff.
Follow, fan, and like us on all social media.
Dr. Kesslin. Y'all know I don't do this amazing work alone. I have with me, I help people get into it out of their doctoral programs. I don't do it alone. With me is the incomparable early childhood educator. I did say childhood. Okay. Word.
The childhood.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Dr. O, the incomparable founder of STEM Early LLC. Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! So listen, what I started to say earlier was, this is Black History Month. And we decided that to start Black History Month out strong, we will be representing our HBCU.
Hey, shout out to Bowie State.
Shout out to HU. Y'all know I'm an HU grad, but I'm a two-time HBCU grad.
Okay.
My undergrad, I should have worn my vintage. Maybe the next year I'll wear my vintage Oakwood. I have an Oakwood sweatshirt. They don't even make those anymore.
Wow.
Now it's Oakwood University.
Yep.
So I need to find something that says Oakwood.
We rep it all month.
Listen,
we rep it all month.
We are celebrating the Black magic. Okay.
Hey.
Congratulations, HBCUs. Thank you for pouring into our lives. Whether we went to an HBCU or whether you have someone who went to an HBCU, we want to celebrate our HBCUs tonight.
Yes.
So put it in the chat if you attended an HBCU. We want you to shout out your school. So I'm going to tease my niece, Bianca, real quick. We were talking about her earlier. She went to the other HU.
Oh, did she? Oh, that's right. She did.
Yes.
She went to
the
other. Not the Rio.
No,
there's a debate. There's a debate.
She went to the Institute. I went to the university.
Listen, don't start nothing because they about to come in the comments.
Y'all know I love both HUs. All right, I love both HUs, but I couldn't pass that one up. How you doing, O?
Here's Black History Month. Let's go.
Oh,
shout out to all the amazing professors at Bowie State. Shout out to my good girlfriend and her daughter, the student there. She went to the gift shop. I said, I need some Bowie gear because they have such amazing faculty. And she picked this out for me.
It's really cute.
All right, thank you, Bria. Shout out.
That's really cute. Hey. So it is Black History Month, and we want to celebrate the fact that there are so many doctoral leaders. Mm-hmm. Tonight, this season, we're talking about legacy.
Yes.
Right? We're talking about legacy. And tonight we're going to kick it off with the L of legacy. And we're talking about leadership, right? We're talking about leadership and some of the processes to going from a doctoral student to a doctoral candidate to a doctoral leader. Doctoral folk are leaders. And so we're going to talk some about that tonight. But before we do, we want you, I see you, Maryland Eastern Shore. We want you to make sure that you let us know who's with us tonight. We always want to give a shout out. We call it a roll call. Roll call. We want to make sure that we know we have some doctors in the house. So if you would let us know who you are, where you got your doctoral degree from, and what your area of research was. Like, what's your area? Like, were you music? Were you social work? Were you medicine? Were you education? What was your doctoral degree in? And a part of the reason we do it, Doc, is because we want other people to know that you can get a doctoral degree in any field. So we want to know where you're coming from. What's your degree in? Doctoral roll call.
Listen, I see Lanika on. She's shouting out Miles College and Alabama A&M. Shout out.
Good to have you with us, Lanika. Good to have you with us. Thank you, Lanika.
Yeah.
So amazing. She really is.
My husband's on. Hey, babe.
Hey. Tell her to handle that when she goes. We are live.
Okay, we'll have time.
Oh my goodness. Well, since you're doing all of that personal mushy stuff, she doesn't know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to shout out Dr. O because somebody told me that her birthday is somewhere around. Did you
Yes, the 8th. It's the 8th.
So we're going to shout out Dr. O for her birthday.
Yeah, the 8th. We're celebrating all month, though.
Oh,
all month.
That's how I do
We're celebrating all month.
I believe.
All month.
A month-long celebration.
A month-long celebration. So people have been saying happy birthday. Some people have been DMing me because they were like, wait, I saw you posted. People saying, I thought your birthday was the 8th. I said, my birthday's all month.
I know.
I'm taking happy birthdays all month.
Well, happy birthday from the Doing the Doctorate Podcast. I'm supposed to have cake.
It's all good. But I've had several.
Okay.
Several already. More to come.
Y'all put happy birthday. Oh,
thank y'all. I appreciate it.
We want to wish you a happy birthday. Listen, I got so excited I forgot to give our quote, our doctoral doctor thought for the day.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
Let me give this thought. Truth. Truth is necessary for change. The doctoral journey is designed to help you create a narrative of truth through numbers and words. Yeah. Truth. You're going to be a leader. You got to know something about truth. Truth is necessary for change. I could make a political statement right there, but some people don't want truth. Truth is necessary for change. The doctoral journey is designed to help you create a narrative of truth through numbers and words.
I need to let that marinate.
Yeah,
give me a moment.
Absolutely. I just believe that your research is a way of revealing what is true. You are able to tell somebody's truth through their words, qualitative research, or through numbers, quantitative research. But truth is what we're going for here with your doctoral degree.
This is good. The journey is designed to help you create a narrative of truth. And it just made me think of whoever controls the narrative controls what is revealed. And so if you want truth to be revealed, you have to create a narrative that is steeped in truth. Don't let other people hijack your narrative.
Yes.
That's it. Right there. Create, because whoever controls the narrative controls what is revealed. And we talked about that, I think, last episode, where we're talking about the history of public education in America. And people are wondering, like, why was so much of America's ills left out? Like, I didn't learn about Japanese internment until I was in a PhD program. And I was like, shocked, this happened? Like, what? But the narrative was to create patriots, loyalty to a nation. You can't create loyalty if you tell narratives that are less than positive. So therefore, we had to kind of whitewash the narrative and make it pretty and, make it look nice so that we could have loyalty. But it almost has become loyalty to a fault.
Almost.
Okay, it has become, I'm trying not to wax too political. But when we create narratives steeped in truth, truth is revealed. And I had a one educator say to me, I was doing my truths, intentional truth, but it used to be called Random Thoughts by Dr. O. I remember. And she can white educator, and she said to me, "You're downplaying yourself. Number one, your narrative doesn't start at slavery, and number two, your thoughts aren't random." She was like, stop, because you are playing into the narrative. And she's a white lady. Told me that. She was like, you need to change it. They're intentional. And I said, oh, Lord. So then I was like, oh, it's not random thoughts. It's intentional truth. And my ancestry doesn't start at slavery. Absolutely not. That is correct. And I just was always like, why? And
that's the story.
That's the story. That's the narrative.
That's the narrative.
So that is what was revealed. So this is so good because the narrative, whoever creates the narrative controls what is revealed. So if you have a burning truth, I'm going to talk about that next week, I think, about like, what's your burning passion? How do you pick a topic?
Yes.
You know, I was thinking about that because it's like, if this is burning passion in you and the narrative is off and you know the narrative is a lie, then you need to get in here.
Absolutely. And do the work that doctors do.
Period. This is, you listen, these 3 quotes are, you need to write a quote book. Okay, putting that out.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, you
I
do.
already have something I'm trying to do before my birthday in June. We'll see.
I'm excited.
We'll see. We'll see. So truth promotes change. It's necessary for change, right? So I need you to promote truth. All right. So Doc, tonight, how we doing with time? I don't even know.
We at 8:12. We got 15 minutes. Oh man, we're gonna get text messages from Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones is your lady. We got 15 minutes.
Here we go. So tonight, okay, so you know that this season we're going through legacy, right? And we're going to spend a week or 2 on each letter. So tonight we're kicking off with the letter L. And the L is for leadership, right? So legacy is about leadership. And so tonight we're talking about leadership and leading the way. Doctors lead the way. All right. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And I'm just going to talk, briefly about academic leadership and why it's so important. We talked about, we always say representation matters.
Yeah.
But it really does matter that we have academic leaders in positions that make a difference, right? Truth tellers, griots in positions that make a difference. But many of us don't know how to get there. So tonight, I'm going to just talk briefly about some ways that or some considerations for you to embrace in order to go from student, doctoral student, to doctoral candidate, to doctor, to doctoral leader. All right? Because doctoral folk lead the way.
Absolutely.
So the first thing that you have to do, the first thing you have to do is shift your mindset.
That it always starts with mindset.
Shift your mindset. You have to develop a mindset of an explorer.
I like that.
Fearless. I love the movie Moana.
Me too.
I love Moana. I love that she learned the narrative of her people, and that they were explorers. She always had this thing within her, but she didn't know that this was ancestry. And so she developed the mindset of an explorer. Come what may, I'm taking this journey. Despite it all, I'm going to do this. I may turn back. The waves may be too difficult. I may have to turn back, but I am going to explore the opportunities that are before me.
That's good.
To lead. Many of us are challenged by this whole concept of imposter syndrome, or not feeling good enough, or not knowing if we can really do it. Someone spoke to me just this afternoon and said, I don't know why you're scared. You can do this, right? Many of us struggle with it, but we have to change our mindset to one of being an explorer. As a researcher, I'm gonna develop a T-shirt that says it's okay to be nosy. I'm a researcher. Right? Researchers are explorers.
Yes.
We look for ways
to
make a change, and one way to make a change is to explore leadership opportunities. So shift your mindset. Being a doctor doesn't mean that you know everything.
Right.
It means that you know the process of exploration.
That's good.
So even in stepping into a leadership role, develop a mindset of exploration.
Love it.
All right.
I love that.
And then the beauty is, while you don't know everything, you know something.
That part.
You need to settle into the fact that once you have gone through your doctoral process, you know a whole lot more than some other people, if not about a whole lot of areas. You are an expert in one area. So you need to develop the mindset, not only of an explorer, but also of an expert in your area. You are the subject matter expert. The reality is, no one has done research on this area like you did. You are the expert.
That's good. That's good. I hope y'all are writing this stuff down.
So here's the reality. When you're in your doc program, even the faculty look at you differently. They don't look at you as merely a student. I shouldn't say merely, because that sounded like a put down. But they don't look at you as a student. They look at you as an emerging colleague.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So it's not necessarily my assignment is due at this date at this time. No, it's let me help you develop yourself.
Yep.
Because we may be working together in the near future.
Yeah.
You have to shift your mind to that of an explorer. And when you graduate, you are the expert.
You're the expert.
I'm in a part of a lot of Facebook groups. And a lot of people say, I'm getting ready to defend today. How should I prepare? And my thing is, you've already prepared.
That's good.
You've done the work.
That's good.
You know your research. You have been a part. This research has lived with you for at least a year. Step into the room knowing that you know.
Yeah, that's good.
You're the expert.
That's good.
So develop the mindset of an explorer and the mindset of the subject matter expert. All right. The next thing that you need to do when transitioning from doctoral candidate, doctor to doctoral leader is develop yourself by sharing the knowledge. We say it all the time. It's not enough to just have the doctoral degree. If you're not sharing it, you're not doing anything with it, if you're not impacting lives. If you are going to be a leader, then we need you to lead. Share the information. Present at conferences.
Yes. All the conferences.
Expert at conferences. How many conferences have you presented at? It's only January. Present at conferences because you're doing the work that impacts other people.
Absolutely. 100%.
So you may be paid, you may not be paid, but your information is getting out, and people are beginning to associate you with that subject.
Absolutely.
So present your information. Publish in magazines. A lot of people don't say that. But most people don't read the academic journals.
They read the magazines.
They read the magazines. They read the op-eds.
They read the op-eds.
Publish in those places as well as the journals.
Yes.
All right. Be the expert. Get your information out there. Make presentations. Place yourself in front of the people. That matter.
Yeah, that's good.
Place yourself in front of people, the decision makers. You are the leader.
You're the leader.
Lead. People will honor and respect you because you have that PhD, that EDD, that DRPH behind your name because you are the doctor. Network with the people who can help you make the dynamic difference in the world. Lead. Right? So, explorer, expert, and you're going to present and present your information in journals, presentations, and articles. All right. And then, and this perhaps is most important, you want to make sure that you are in the network.
That part.
You want to make sure that you are in the network with other mentors. We talked about mentoring this morning on our connection call every first Sunday at 8 a.m. You need to be in the network with a mentor, at least one, and a sponsor. We've talked about it before, but those are different things, right? A mentor can guide you. A mentor has your best interest in mind. They give you information, but they may not be the one to speak your name at the tables that make a difference. A sponsor speaks your name. at the tables. A sponsor opens the way, provides opportunities, and that person, the mentor and the sponsor, can be one and the same, but they may be different. So if you're going to be the leader, you need to have, all of us need someone to guide us along the way and to provide opportunities for us so that we can lead. So make sure that you find yourself in a network of folk who can mentor and sponsor you. And then when you get there, you need to reach back.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because a leader is the person who's concerned about legacy.
Yes.
And that means that you're reaching back so that the next year you're doing some succession planning. The people who follow you are then able to do the same thing. You're opening doors.
Yep.
You're being a sponsor for somebody else. So explore mindset, right? Expert, subject matter expert, which is mindset. Then you're going to make sure that you're leading by publishing and sharing the information, right? And then you're going to make sure that you have a mentor or a sponsor.
That's good.
And once you get to wherever you're going, you must reach back. You must reach back and bring others with you, because that is what a true academic leader does.
So good. So good. So we do have an audience question. Before I share my thoughts, because I have the thoughts. But we do have a question from our audience, and it's from Imani, and she says,
"Hey, Imani."
She says, "This is such valuable information. Thank you for your continued encouragement. How does one get a mentor and a sponsor?"
Great question. So we talked, I think it was in last season, we talked about who to connect with. So let me tell you that your mentor and your sponsor should have your best interest in mind. Oftentimes, when you're in the academic world, you want to look for a person, this could be sticky, but you want to look for a person who knows a little something about your subject. The challenge is there's this thing called ego. That can get in the way.
It's a real thing.
Especially at this level. Like, not everybody gets a doctoral degree to reach back and to share and to help. Some people get it for an ego stroke. So, but you want to make sure that you're looking for someone who has your best interest in mind. And that may mean that they connect you with other people. Where do you find these people? At your professional conferences.
Perfect.
Right? At your professional conferences. You want to make sure, and I talked about networking, you want to make sure that you're in the space where you can find someone who has your research area, your best interest. So that's what I would say. But it could be somebody that is not necessarily an expert in your field, but they are a person that you respect, and they are connected to other people. Right? The key is making sure that that person has your best interest in mind.
Yes.
They may not even know they're your mentor. But you know that they got you.
Yes, that's good.
So
that's good. So my thoughts, three things, guys. Okay, get your pens out. She mentioned 3 things. Dr. K mentioned 3 things. Shift your mindset.
Yes.
Share your knowledge.
Yes.
And surround yourself with the right. 3 S's. Shift your mindset.
She's the early ed.
Listen, I have been given
all the time.
I've been given the gift. Somebody asked me, how did you know you were, gifted in early ed? When I started listening to sermons, I would take what I was hearing and then teach it to Sunday school. So I have a gift of being able to break down like real complex things into simple terms so that even a kindergarten preschooler can understand it. So get your notes, okay? 3 S's. Shift your mindset, share your knowledge, and surround yourself with the right network. And that will get you from being a student, right, to a doctoral leader. It's like this difference between being a consumer and a producer. Students consume information for the purpose of obtaining a degree, right? We do it from K to 12. We've been taught to consume. When you get into the doctoral program and the doctoral journey, you're shifting from being a consumer of knowledge to a producer. So you're always looking at things with a critical lens. You're not looking at it to say, oh, you taught me something. No, you're like, well, why is that?
Right.
Well, why did they say that?
That's right.
Well, why? Well, what was going on in the world at the time? And you learn that. And then, so I love this quote by Miles Monroe. He said, great leaders don't seek power, they seek to empower. So if you want to shift from being a student, right, to a doctoral leader so you can lead the way, you must do 3 things. Number 1, say it with me, shift your mindset, okay? Number 2, share your knowledge. And number 3, surround yourself with the right network. And I'm out.
Let me just, I'm a researcher. So what she just did was collapse all of this information into 3 themes. Qualitative research.
Qualitative researchers, yes. And yes.
Qualitative researchers. Yeah, I love that. The goal, you don't become a doctor just to sit back.
That part.
You become a doctor to lead.
Yes.
And your leadership style doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to be a podcast. But you have to do something.
Lead.
You have a responsibility to lead. Really, you do.
Yeah.
You do. All right. Let's see. Any other questions? How's it coming in?
We're good. The chat is on fire. My husband said, leaders love legacy. They do.
Yes. Good leaders.
Good leaders.
Good leaders love
legacy. Yeah.
Some people aren't concerned about legacy.
Yeah. Good leaders are.
Good leaders are
concerned about legacy.
You think about planning the next.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Good. That's good, Arthur Harris.
That's good.
That's good. Okay. Well, just checking the chat, making sure there's
no. Mommy said thank you. She said I need to do some conferences and look for guidance.
Absolutely. Listen,
all of y'all.
drkesslin.com /schedule. I do 30 minutes of free consultation. I will help you.
Free.
I will help you because it's about helping you get to where you can get to make a difference in the world.
Yes.
So drkesslin.com
there it is
/schedule. All right, go. What's up?
Yeah, I'll be
Doctor's house call.
So I'll be in Los Angeles. Actually, I'll be in Pasadena, California, the 9th and the 10th for the Early Childhood STEM Conference. This will be my 3rd year presenting at that conference. So, and I love, California is so beautiful, so I'm excited. And I fly out on my birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I'm celebrating all month. But I'll be celebrating there. So that's where I will be this week at the Early Childhood STEM Conference. So if you are going to be there, please look me up. I'll be presenting STEM in Black, okay, where we merge literacy, diversity, and STEM all in one. So check it out.
Awesome. I think I haven't looked at my schedule, but I think I'm home this week.
You're never home.
I'm never home.
You're never home.
I think I'm actually home this week.
Enjoy being home.
I hope.
That's too funny.
I never know, but I do have an article to finish with a colleague.
Yes.
I need to get so much to be done.
Wait, you have an event. You need to tell us about this event.
So this event is for Black women who are in not just higher education, but in educational leadership, right? We had an event in January, and it was to honor those who had died while serving in higher education. If you know anything about the Black women who have died in higher education, you were there. We had over 1,200 people register, over 600 people attend. But we're having a part 2.
Yes.
The part 2 is on February 25th, Sunday, February 25th at 8 p.m. Now, I know there's a conflict, but Sunday, the 25th at 8 p.m. If you go to drkesslin.com, It's called Speaking Up Together. drkesslin.com. Just go to the navigation bar, Speaking Up Together, and you can register. We're going to have some amazing panelists this time. I think it's going to be something we do every month because we want to support absolutely Black women who are in education, educational leadership. And you don't have to be a director or vice president, a chair, a dean. We already talked about what leadership is. Yes. If you're an educator, if you're in an office, you're a leader. So we are inviting you to come this month, February 25th. That's a Sunday, 25th at 8 p.m. You're invited to join us. The other thing, Doc, before we close out, I've decided that especially during this month, Black History Month, I'm going to be giving away some.
Yes. Free gifts.
And what I've decided to give away are these 2 books.
Yes.
We're going to give away the PDF version of these 2 books. The first book is Doing the Doctorate, What to Know, Where to Go, and How to Begin to Win. This is going to help you understand the nuances of applying for your doc program, how to choose one, what you need to do from the beginning to get out. Yes. And the second resource is Degree of Persistence, 120 tips to complete your doctoral degree without losing your mind. There are 20 tips in, and there's also a journal in the back.
To write. It's good.
There's a space to write in the back with some motivation. So these 2 books, Black History Month, drkesslin.com/free books. That should be available for you sometime this week.
Awesome. Great stuff. Now, before we go, we do have one more question.
Yes.
And let's see if you can answer it quickly. It's from...
Hey, look,
you see the question? You see, she said, I'm in the process of completing my DSW applications, but do not have any published / professional work to submit as required. How do I navigate this?
So, Lavona, you probably do have something written. If you've written a paper in your master's program, then you submit your best paper, right? You may not have a published article, but you've written something. You've written something in your master's program. So I would suggest that you submit your best paper. It may have been your capstone for your master's or your final paper in your research class. Submit a paper. That usually will suffice for your doctorate. So hope that helps. And drkesslin.com /schedule.
Y'all need to get in here 30 minutes for free. Okay. Here's the thing. I know we got this podcast, dropping all the gems, all the tools. It's great. But like Lavona, you might have a specific question that you hear something that we say and we're like, yeah, for example, present at conferences. I didn't even know what that was when I was in my doctoral degree. I didn't even know till I got out. Yeah. I didn't even know it was available. And so I had to ask, like, what does that mean? So you want to, if you have a question, like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. You need to schedule time because she has wisdom. And wisdom is designed to what? Shrink time. So schedule so you get your questions answered. I'm done. Dr. Jones yelling at us in the back. Dr. Jones.
Every week. Two more things. There are conference opportunities. There are conference opportunities available now. So let me just share. I am the interim executive director for the North American Association of Christians in Social Work, NACSW. And we just sent out last week our call for proposals. Mm-hmm. So this is an opportunity for you to present. Yes. Our convention will be held in Texas. Okay. In the fall of the year, go to nacsw.org for more information, but an opportunity, CSWE. So this is the opportunity for social work. A lot of social work conferences happen in the fall, but the call for proposals happen now. Yep. And we also are having, NACSW, we are having a once a month we call it Friday, lunch and learn. We're looking for presenters. We're having a training for behavioral health, pastoral care providers in March. We're looking for presenters. So there are lots of opportunities for you to network and be the leader that you were called to be. I really am done, Dr. Jones.
Lead the way. We're done.
We're done.
You gotta give us your outro.
Listen, the doctoral degree, it is not merely a degree of intelligence. It is a degree of persistence. And we are here to help you persist. Why? Because your research matters. Research matters. I'll talk to you later. Love you, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.